I grew up on the Tongass. I played in the forest, in the streams, to be able to just go out and pick blueberries and salmonberries and fish. That's where I feel like my journey started.
Growing up, we always valued community, giving back, and serving others. So I first joined the military as a way to serve my country, and then afterwards I joined the Forest Service because I was searching for that sense of community.
Caring for the land and serving people. A lot of indigenous, Native American values is very much that. Having a connection with the land, with the animals, with the people, with the community, and that's how I grew up.
My favorite part of being a tribal relations specialist is the relationship building that I get to do with a lot of the tribes here in South Central Alaska.
Being able to listen to two sides of a story and connect. It seemed like such a great fit coming to the Forest Service as a tribal liaison on the Tongass, where I grew up.
The way that I've seen and experienced this sort of dynamic tension is that these spaces weren't really for us. There are efforts being made to have that input that wasn't there before, but it won't change unless we make the change ourselves.
We talk about being treated as a family and how we take care of each other, but when Alaska Natives face discrimination and poor treatment, it's disappointing, but it can be changed.
So one way that any employee within the Forest Service can do a little bit of homework beforehand is connecting with me and my counterparts. We're here as resources. That's our job. We'll help you out. We'll make sure that you are comfortable in going out and making connections with tribes and other Native communities.
So I think it's important for other folks who aren't tribal relations staff to know that they need to do their part in reaching out to the tribes and help creating that relationship. Because how great would it be if a tribe was interested in doing like a fisheries project, for instance, and they could directly reach out to the fisheries biologists themselves without even having to go through the tribal relations specialist.
There are a series of lectures recorded online during Native American Heritage Month. There are various workshops available by tribes about traditional arts or traditional harvesting practices.
My colleagues are going to be the ones that might take the brunt of some of the past pains. And that's really hard. They weren't the ones that did anything. But they're going to be the ones to help heal. And how are they going to do that? They're going to listen.
It comes with the job as part of a federal government employee to know the basics about tribal history and how that sets the precedent for honoring tribal sovereignty and working with tribes on a government-to-government basis. And I look to employees to not be afraid to take those steps that are needed to make that change. This is your life, this is your career, this is the job that you want, this is your choice.
In order for us to care for the land, we need to be engaging with all of the public and engaging with our tribes and learning how to co-steward.
We're not part of the past. We still have a lot of wisdom and value to share with the world. And that includes how to guide this agency in upholding the motto of taking care of the land and serving people. There's no better way than to learn directly from those that have been doing that since time immemorial.
There is nothing but room to grow and build those relationships so that we can all co-steward our resources together.